Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is an incredible movie, and in this video, we're gonna take a closer look at one of its most interesting characters, Goldilocks. While she might be seen as a villain in the story, she's actually a very sympathetic character, and her backstory is more complex than it seems at first. She grew up as an orphan in a place called Crying Tears, an orphanage where she never really felt at home. From a young age, she had a deep fascination with fairy tales. The stories she read became a comforting escape for her, offering a sense of hope and a glimpse of the kind of life she dreamed of. She longed for a family of her own, a place where she truly belonged, but the orphanage just didn't feel like it was for her. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was out of place there, and that sense of longing for something more kept growing inside her. At one point, feeling trapped and hopeless, Goldilocks made a bold decision. She ran away from the orphanage. Driven by the hope that there was somewhere out there where she could finally find a real family, she set off on her own, determined to find a place where she could fit in and be truly loved. Her journey took an unexpected turn when she stumbled upon a cabin deep in the woods. Little did she know, this cabin would change her life in ways she never could have imagined. She wasn't sure what she was looking for, but fate seemed to have other plans for her. When she entered the cabin, she discovered something she'd always dreamed of: a family. The cabin belonged to the three bears, a family made up of Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. When they returned home that day and found a little girl in their house, they were understandably shocked and confused. But Mama Bear, with her warm and caring nature, was quick to see beyond the surprise. Despite the initial awkwardness and uncertainty, Mama Bear immediately felt a connection to Goldilocks and took a liking to her. The family, though initially startled, decided to open their hearts and home to her. They took her in without hesitation, and just like that, Goldilocks found the family she had longed for all her life. It was the very thing she had hoped for when she ran away from the orphanage, and now, it seemed like her dream had come true. As time passed, Goldilocks grew older, and her relationship with the bear family became even stronger. Eventually, she even took it upon herself to become the head of the household, assuming a leadership role within the family. She seemed to have everything she could ever want: wealth, power, and the love and support of her adopted family, the three bears. Life was comfortable, and she had everything she thought would make her happy. But deep down, there was something she couldn't shake. Despite all she had, there was an emptiness she couldn't ignore. One day, she heard about the wishing star, a magical object that could grant any wish. This caught her attention, and it made her think that maybe, just maybe, this was her chance to wish for something she had always dreamed of. However, there was one big problem. She never shared this wish with her adopted family. She never told Mama Bear, Papa Bear, or Baby Bear what she truly wanted. So when she finally confessed her wish to them, it was heartbreaking.
I'm starting to think this wish isn't what you promised us.
Leave off, baby.
So what is it, eh? What's your just right? What's so blasted important that you've got us stranded in this haunted forest?
I'm getting a family! That's what, a proper family! Then everything will be just right.
You're just right. It's getting rid of us.
Her adoptive family was crushed to learn that Goldilocks didn't see them as her real family. They had raised her, loved her, and cared for her as one of their own, but it hurt them deeply to realize that for Goldilocks, they were still just an adopted family, not her true one. Even though they were hurt and disappointed, the three bears still chose to support her.
And whether you think we're your family or not, if this is something that will make you happy, we'll get you that wish. Come on, boys.
As they set off to find the wishing star and grant her wish, something started to change. The closer they got, the more Goldilocks began to understand something important. She didn't need to find a normal family. The family she had all along, the three bears, was everything she needed. They had been there for her, loved her unconditionally, and made her feel like she truly belonged.
I'm sorry you didn't get your wish, Goldie love.
But I did, Mama. I did get my wish. Everything is just right.
She realized that the bond they shared was stronger than anything she could have imagined. With this self-realization, she let go of her wish at the wishing star. By abandoning her wish, she embraced who she truly was and the family that loved her, no longer longing for something she already had.